Hey guys, it's Melanie Hinds, your fastest Iraqi nurse summary on the net. I hope you're having a nice day. It's really stormy here and rainy. And look, I got all the batteries back in, and this is my new necklace. It says my name, but it's probably backwards on YouTube. I don't know. So listen, there was a lot of good news out of Iraq. We were praying this thing in. The CBI levied about 70 million in fines. Which equated to 91 billion dinars or $69 million in the first 9 months of 2025. The sanctions also included 98 administrative measures, such as warnings, notices, and grace periods against financial entities. It said the bank did not disclose the names of the banks or the exchange firm penalized. So he's saying, guys, the CBI is in charge of this, and they turned it over to the Forex already in that notice dated May 27th that Mr. T talked about. I discussed all these articles in detail and Mr. T's email in detail again this morning. It's on my live stream if you want those details. But basically, the CBI turned it over to the Forex, said the rate would be $4.8101, 4.8101 cents. Okay, when they remove the 3 zeros, it will take off. It will be back to 4.8, right? That's how they do it. They do it off the exchange rate. Iraq, the CBI has never refuted that since they allowed that to go live on Forex on May 27th. Then shortly after that, they came out with the digital dinar that we said we watched float on Handle Forex on Coinbase. So guys, this is the digital system in Iraq, confirmed by our military that it's run by AI. It's completely digital. It's the most advanced banking system in Iraq. We did know that there were only certain banks that had been audited fully, so they're part of this system, and they align with the banks in the US. That's why they're all connected. Now, this comes out saying that they're still finding other banks that may be privately held. So, guys, this is just part of everything we're seeing with this transformation of the banking system. It's not only just in Iraq, but on my Zoom, I talked about in detail. It's all over the world. It's a global currency or banking reset. Some call it quantum, some call it GCR, some say it's associated with Nisara, Jasara. It's all connected, but we don't know how it's going to roll out. Then, of course, oil dipped for the third week amid global trade strains, referring to China and Trump. They're both playing hardball. So I'm just glad we have a very good leader leading us in those things. And then Iraq activates 400 kV transmission lines to boost power supply. If you've got an AI system running this bank, you need more power. And them doing this, Iraq has brought a new 400 kilovolt transmission line between the Mizan and Amarah. So they implemented more transmission lines for electricity. Sorry guys, I'm not as good as I usually am because I'm not fasted when I'm doing this. We had lunch and all the room for my brain is going to my belly. I hope this is okay. The US IQD exchange rate hinged higher in Baghdad. Of course, guys, there's still going to be foreign currency people that are making money on whatever the difference is, but once this is revalued, they won't have much need for the dollar in Iraq. So then we go over to everybody else. There was an article or post by Swisher that talked about Oliver and Wyman's report on Iraq's banking sector to reach 60 billion by 2035. They quoted the American, this is Swisher 1776 on X. The American financial consulting firm Oliver & Wyman has released a new report affirming that Iraq is entering a new phase of dynamic economic growth and investment opportunities. The optimistic outlook is credited to the comprehensive banking reform spearheaded by the Central Bank of Iraq with government backing. They have been behind this. We've been watching it. I've chronicled all the articles of the CBI. You can watch my Iraqi Dinar playlist, which will be like in the little 3 zeros. I cover everybody's intel. This was a good article, but I also think it's a little murky because all those banking changes have already been done. So this could be released at any time. Why do you think they did that thing on Forex? That they already profiled what the rate is. Now people are saying the rate could be even higher because they've waited this long. That was May 27th. It's been how many months now? Some people are thinking you need to wait for this, you need to wait for that. I don't think we're waiting for anything anymore. I think we are done, and I think it's evidenced by people are saying that they can't hold as much currency anymore. And the site I usually use, let's see, let's hope it's up. It's not coming up. What is up? The site I normally use is down. That is weird. So based on everything we have, I'm going to go, even though I can't get everybody else's right now. That's really weird. Okay, so we're going to move on. I think God is telling me to go to this article to give you the full picture. This email. This was the email that showed the FXVU strategic release memo, which said release is now dependent solely on coordinated political timing. Okay, see that? 48101. Now, let's go to Mr. T's latest article that came in December 18th. I haven't done this in detail, but I will now since I can't get to everybody else's who knows what they're saying, but if I can do that later, I will. I was trying to do this while my husband was busy. So here he says, this is from the retired colonel. We call him Mr. T. He said, "Hey, Miss Melanie, I'm replying to you via the December 26th email of 2024, simply to remind everyone that today, October 18th, 2025, is a we told you so moment." He sent this on Saturday. It says, "Last year on your show, per our discussion, you were the first to advise everyone that there must be a reinstatement of the Iraqi dinar at the 322 rate before it can be adjusted either up or down. Today, all the other so-called gurus are echoing this fact because members of the CBI are now telling them what you told them nearly a year ago. You were also the first to inform the IQD internet community that the United States would use the collection of IQD notes from Americans and the Treasury for oil credits to ensure that America has cheap oil and affordable gasoline for centuries. Again, today, this is now a publicly reported fact." He said, "You were also the first to share that the IQD following reinstatement would be released to the Forex at 481.01. I just showed you that. The 3 zeros will be taken off at this rate, making it 4.8, $4.80, or otherwise 480. Miss Melanie, this part is very important, has been overlooked by practically everyone. The significance of this particular set of facts is because, number one, it was the CBI who provided the 481.01 rate to the Forex. This was not some random number that was generated and released to the public by Forex officials. And number two, the CBI has never refuted the correctness of this rate and demanded that Forex recant the release of the May 27, 2025 summary. Today, we have learned, that was Saturday, we have learned that Iraq was far behind the original timeline, and what we see occurring now is far overdue, that the United States demands to be paid via the reinstatement of the Iraqi dinar and for stability of its own financial affairs, and that the Iraqi dinar rate will be very high. The facts released and known today validate everything that you and I reported last year." He was on my Zoom, which I just did this morning. We do it every Monday, but last year we were doing it twice a month. Now we're doing it every week because this is done. He was first profiled January 15th of 2025, then again on August 25th of 2025. And he says, and more, he's traveled to, this is the best news ever for this summary. This is good that I couldn't open up the other page. It says, "I have traveled to 128 countries during the course of my 2 careers and have exchanged currencies in practically each one of them. So these are just the facts based on experience. There is no such thing as 800 numbers. U.S. capital gains taxation is only applicable if you are a Forex trader participating in speculative activities. So if you're a paper currency holder, no matter the amount, then the exchange is a taxless routine." Isn't that good news? Comment down below if you think this is good news. He said, "Lastly, I'm a patriot and a religious man, but I don't go to church because I've learned that too many people who openly thump the Bible and claim it to be Christians are the biggest hypocrites in the world. Without saying any names, I have heard the things that have been directed towards you. I will only say that a review of the facts that you have released over the past year appear now to be so irrefutably accurate that it's threatening their own credibility and ultimate livelihoods." Mr. T. So he's a supporter of my channel. I hope you do too. I hope you support the words of a retired colonel who loves this country and he fought for your freedoms. He served in Kuwait and he is one of my dear, 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 dear friends. I will put down below a link of what he's doing now. It's a conservative radio podcast that streams that you can check into. I will put it down with the 3 pink hands, it says Mr. T, and you can go check it out. And guys, I love you all, and if you want to hear from him and his experience with this and how he earned $700,000 in 3 minutes on Forex, you can check my January 15th, 2025 Zoom. God bless everybody. Become a member of my channel and you can access all those Zooms. I've done 80 hours of Zoom content that you can just start watching. It'll be good, and it's much better than the entertainment of today. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. There is no live stream tonight because my husband is not going to his training, so I will not be live tonight. I will see you in the morning at 9 a.m. If I can't schedule it, just look for me live at 9. Bye.